I'm gonna crack this thing open.
You know how like advent calendars for kids, those chocolates?
Yeah. Yep. We got one.
I'm like that with pumpkin pie.
No, it's my first Marvel movie. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, you got to see a Marvel movie in theaters." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll go see Spider-Man."
Maybe they should have been in there because I have some opinions on why Georgia is in the playoffs. They should not be in the playoffs.
Oh my god!
Why should
Not
they?
you.
They just lost.
Welcome to the Beer and Sports Podcast. I am Josh Wingate alongside Josh Kimmel, OUS, Josh Wingate 302. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Mugs and Balls on all platforms. Again, we are part of the Finstock Sports Network. How's it going, buddy?
Man, it's been a whole week since 2 weeks
No.
since I've seen you. I don't know if you knew, but I took a break from sports last week and we talked Marvel, the Marvel universe.
I was in there for the beginning. I was like, yeah, this guy's going a little too early. He decided to go at 8 o'clock instead of 8:15.
I said, I'm too
I got my
tired.
notification on my phone. I was at the zoo in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
And I
So
got that notification. I'm exhausted. I'm still exhausted from vacation. Because
what a tough life.
I know. The time change got me. Like coming back, it completely got me. Like yesterday, we got back into town at 1 a.m. And then got home, went to bed, didn't wake up till noon. Haven't done that in years. Let me tell you. I can't tell you the last time. I mean, I'm sure they're out there, but a parent has been able to sleep until noon. It's unreal.
Every day in my household, baby.
Yeah?
Not me.
No, okay.
Yeah, not me.
There's a little shade being thrown there. But not only that, but we literally just went. Like the entire time on vacation, we just went. Monday we went to the zoo. Tuesday, I think Tuesday we actually had a chill day. But Wednesday we went to a baseball game. Thursday we went to the beach. Friday we were just out and about, running around doing stuff. It was an intense week. But the zoo itself, if you ever could, I know you've never been to San Diego. You've been to California, never to San Diego. But the San Diego Zoo is absolutely amazing.
I heard it's a great zoo. Heard it's
11 a.m. We were there 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
That's a
Did
long
a
time.
lot.
That's a long time. At the
We
zoo.
only saw half of the zoo.
Do you guys have zoos in Delaware? Seriously, like, do you guys have zoos?
We don't have a zoo in Delaware, but we have a zoo near us.
Okay.
And it's like a small little.
Because I'm trying to think. We have a zoo and we have Busch Gardens, which is basically a zoo, and then we have Animal Kingdom, in Disney, which is basically another zoo. And I'm like, how many freaking zoos? We have more zoos in my little city than you have in the whole state of Delaware, probably. That's what I was thinking when you told me you're going to the zoo. I'm like, I bet you he's never seen like an elephant.
What?
Like, you've never seen like a giraffe.
Well,
think about that, because
I've been to
like,
Disney.
but think
I've
about
been
that.
to Animal Kingdom.
The people that haven't, like, you don't really think about those things when you live like when play, like, that person's probably never seen an alligator. Like, it's crazy. It just boggles my. I can go see a fucking hippo if I wanted to tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I couldn't. I would have to probably go to the Washington Zoo or something like that.
I just never.
3 hours away.
Those are things you just don't think about, and you're like, holy shit! Like, Cap for life. Have you seen a hippopotamus? I've seen them many times in my life. I've been face to face with many of them.
How's it going, Cap?
Cap, have you seen a hippopotamus? Josh, have you?
Yeah. I just went to the San Diego Zoo, bro. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god! What do you think the most common animal in the zoo is? Because you know how like everyone has their. Is it the lion? Everyone's like, oh, we got one lion.
Not a lion. I would say it's like a.
No, what I mean is like the special attraction, the main event.
Probably like some kind of a monkey.
Monkeys are nothing, man. We see monkeys.
But I think the most common that's going to be in every zoo is going to be a monkey.
Those damn lemurs.
Yeah, you're gonna find something like that, and if it's like because our small zoo, we don't have much, but we do have monkeys.
They're like the squirrels over here to the right. If you look to
Yeah,
the left, we have birds and ants.
yeah.
It's the park, Josh. Your zoo is not a it's a park.
If you look over by the trash can, you can see some ants gathering around.
Oh, ridiculous. But yeah, good. I'm glad you're back because man, not that I missed you because I did a little bit, but I did like doing the show 15 minutes before. I enjoyed that thoroughly. We should talk about that. It's such a better time to end earlier. And I got away from sports because I don't know about if you noticed, but you can follow me on this network seriously almost every single damn day. I'm here Monday nights, Tuesday nights I'm off, Wednesday nights I'm here for OUS 8 o'clock. Thursdays Real Talk
Oh,
Wrestling.
we are just
Thursdays Real Talk Wrestling,
self promotion
which is
left
not on
and
this
right on
network, but still
every show.
recorded.
Is this?
And then Friday, I did What the Puck with Evan, and I'm like, I am sports overloaded. So it was
Yeah.
perfect. If you want to go back and have like a refreshing conversation about the Marvel Universe last week, go watch us on them. It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah,
But we have to talk sports today. We have to.
we don't
So
have
much going
to.
on. Well, there's so much going on.
Yeah,
Do you want to hit Miami's Cinderella story coming to an end? Do you
yeah,
want to
sure.
hit
We can hit up that.
OTAs?
Let's go
Oh.
Heat, baby. I know Cap wants to hear about that. So,
Well,
what?
I can't even name like 3 NBA players, Cap. Sorry. But I can do my best.
You can't name like Tyler Hero.
I don't know. I thought the guy from Big Hero 6?
Nah.
No, honestly, I don't. I just don't watch the NBA. I don't. I watch hockey. So if you want to talk puck, Panther series, catch me and Evan. I don't know when we're gonna go. Friday nights.
Here we go. Self promotion once again.
No, but is that game on tonight? Cap.
It is on tonight.
I know it is. They're going into it's 3-1 right now. They're going into game 5, and I think it might end.
They don't have a chance, right? Absolutely no chance.
Yeah, Cap. They have no chance. Correct, Cap. I don't think they have a chance.
I mean, I'm not going to rule out Jimmy Butler at any stage, but it's just not happening. We actually Friday we went to the San Diego County Fair, and there.
Oh, well, more Facebook talk. Hey, here. Look at my Look at my picture catalog of what I did on vacation last year. That's what you sound like right now, Josh.
But while we were there, a guy was out there. I was with someone wearing a Larry Bird jersey, and he brought up the basketball game. He's like, "Oh man, I think everyone is rooting for Denver over the Heat. I don't know why. I think because Denver hasn't been there in a long time, but I believe America is rooting for Denver, hoping that they can take it because Jokic is just unreal."
You know, I never got a sense. I would think the Heat would be the most cheered team because of the 8 seed. They're the underdog. They're the team that wasn't supposed to be there. I feel like that's happening in the NHL, kind of, but not really because nobody likes Florida either. So I guess, damn.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Like, is Miami just that hated, or
no? I just think Denver's never there.
Vegas is
very likable player on Denver. I just think it's that. I don't think it's anything else because I do feel Jimmy Butler's a very likable guy.
Panthers ain't winning shit. Cap, sorry. Real champs are back there.
Adebayo's very likable, but you then have Jokic, which is he's leading the team in points, rebounds, assists. He almost nearly averaged a triple double for the season, and he's just a special player. And it's just you show appreciation for guys like that. And I know when LeBron was doing it, half of America didn't show appreciation for him because they hated him. But I just feel like Jokic is just that guy that, I don't know, everyone's rallying around and everyone likes. So
you say these things, and I don't want to go there, but we're gonna go there. Yeah. Steve Nash was a guy and player everyone rooted for too. Dirk Nowitzki was a player they were all rooting for too. I mean, it's kind of a trend here, and it's kind of an American trend here. And it's kind of, and don't get me wrong, you do it. Okay, for example.
So what you're saying is white man can't jump.
What I'm saying is
4.0.
What I'm saying is America sucks sometimes, and I don't know why people choose to root for who they choose for. And I don't know who this Jokic guy really is. I just know he's really good at basketball, and I've seen him
Yeah,
play. And I don't really watch a lot of NBA, but I've watched enough this playoffs to know that he's the best player on the court.
yeah.
And I don't understand how. How I just don't understand how, because he looks like a blob. He is one of the nerdiest people looking guys in the history of the world. He
I
can't
mean,
run
let's be
correctly. I
honest.
don't know what's wrong with. How old
We're
is
we're
he?
dancing
How old
around
is
the
he?
subject, but every
How old
white
is he?
basketball player is a complete blob.
Can someone tell me how old this guy is? Because he looks like, I'm not kidding, 36 years old.
No,
Look
I
my
don't.
age.
I don't think
But
he's nearly
but
that
the way
old.
he walks, I walk like that. My back hurts. But I'm not 6 foot, million foot tall, however tall he is.
Yeah. He's 28 years old from Serbia.
From
He was
Serbia.
he was born in '95. That makes you
Man.
think he was a second round pick, 41st overall pick. Um,
You know what makes me the saddest about him being born in 95?
what?
He missed the entire attitude era. Like, that sucks.
Yeah, but we're Cap. We're talking about basketball.
Tyson Fury, bro. He's of course Tyson Fury's a beast.
Oh,
Oh,
what's up, buddy?
he's hungry and he picks the worst time to tell me. In literally 11 minutes
What's
in.
he gonna have? What's he gonna have to eat?
He's gonna go downstairs and he's gonna go check.
He's gonna go check. What do you think
Yeah,
he finds?
I think he's going to find ice cream.
Ice cream.
I think that's what he's gonna find.
We
And there's no one stopping him because I'm the only one awake in this house with
because
him
until noon, right?
until yes. But Tyson Fury is. Why are we talking Tyson Fury? Is that the boxer guy, right?
Yeah, he's the boxer. And the brother is the one that boxed one of the brothers. What's their names?
Logan Paul,
Yeah,
Chris
the
Paul.
Paul brothers. One of the Paul brothers. Did you see
Yep.
Chris Paul? Is he getting waived?
I didn't
Did
know
you?
Chris Paul still played basketball, and if that's
Yeah, Chris
real,
Paul is still in basketball. He played for the Suns.
that's insane. That guy must be
Um,
40 years old. Congratulations, man.
okay, so
Congratulations.
I guess that was fake news. Frank Vogel came out and said we did not waive Chris Paul, but there was talks of Chris Paul being released.
Speaking of waving, let's get off of basketball. Let's get off of hockey. Let's get off of Miami falling apart. Sorry, Miami guys, that sucks. But James Robinson of the New England Patriots was waived today, and I do want to lean into the NFL because we are starting OTAs. Players
Yes.
are getting waived. Dalvin Cook is getting cut. DeAndre Hopkins
He
is on.
got cut.
Oh, he got cut. I didn't know if it was
Yeah,
actually official.
he got cut. He's been meeting. He said he is not going to sign for a measly contract. It's going to be over $45 million a year. I mean, you can hope and pray if you're Dalvin Cook. I don't think he's going to find that much. Yeah, well, I mean, Cap, we were talking about the physique of an NBA player. Not, I was saying the
Hold
white
on.
NBA players seem to be blobs.
JJ Redick was not a blob.
Yeah, but the great JJ Redick was never a great. Nowitzki, blob. Who's the current guy in Dallas? Blob.
There's another guy in Dallas.
Yeah.
There's another tall white guy in Dallas.
Yep.
Did Mark Cuban clone this Dirk Nowitzki guy? Can he do that?
He did not, but Luka Doncic.
I don't know. I've seen the movie Luca on Disney Plus. It's pretty good.
It is
all I
pretty
can tell
good.
you.
But no, not him. But he's a blob. They just all seem to be blobs.
All right, Blob City. So
the Jets. No, the Jets aren't going to get Dalvin Cook and Hopkins. I don't think that's happening.
No, they do, they might have enough room, but why they have Brees Hall already, so you don't need a Dalvin Cook there, and you could use a Hopkins. I'd be 1,000% down with Hopkins going to the Jets. That'd be so much fun to pair with Garrett Wilson. You got rid of Elijah Moore, but I just don't see it. I don't see it being possible.
How much room
They
do
should.
the Jets have?
They have some cap space, but it's
24 million.
But they might have, man. I don't understand why they went out and signed these Randall Cobbs and Alan Lazards. Fucking nobodies, man. Just go out there and get a
Because they were
Hopkins.
asked to. They were asked to
It's
by
ridiculous.
Aaron Rodgers, your Messiah.
It's ridiculous. He's
He
telling on
said, "Hey,
himself.
if you want me to come, I want you to take care of my guys, because Aaron Rodgers is a my guy kind of guy." So he said, "Hey, sign these people, and then I'll come to your team." And, oh yeah, no problem, we'll sign them. And that's what happened. What do you get? I hear him back there. What do you get?
It means I gotta go. I'll be right back in 5 minutes.
Oh, he's just leaving us right now. He's going to go get ice cream, and I don't know what is absolutely going on right now. So what we're gonna do when he gets back, I think I'm just gonna spin this completely around, and we're just gonna talk Ted Lasso because Ted Lasso was amazing. We came to the end, to the final of the show, and yeah, I think that's what we're going to talk about. But also, he wants to talk about. We talked about the NBA and the hockey and how Miami might be coming to an end. We're also going to get into Saquon and Josh Jacobs and their stance on the strikes. Hall might not even be ready by week 4. Yeah, but I feel like they have other talents there to actually keep moving forward. They have a really good running back class. They're kind of turning into the Bills almost with their running back room, and it's kind of insane. But they have this stacked running back room that you should be able to do anything with. And I feel like Kimmel is coming back, but I do not have him up right now.
I'm not up. I've been up the whole time. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying I don't have you like the screen up with you in front of me. But they got Michael Carter, who I'm a huge fan of. I don't know about you. How do you feel about Michael
Big
Carter?
Michael Carter. Big Michael Carter. I
Yeah.
love Michael Carter. It made me so angry as a fantasy owner, roster manager, when they drafted Brees Hall. I was so upset, but it makes sense.
And then they just drafted Israel Abikan. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So they have a stacked room. I don't know if you're here when I said it, but they remind me a lot of the Buffalo Bills, where they have a loaded backfield, but they just don't use them right, and they don't get the production out of them. So
that's a Josh Allen problem, though, because he doesn't like to check down. He'd prefer to tuck it and run, and he'd also like to call his number on the goal line in the red zone rather than a running back. That was a Josh Allen problem. I believe Devin Singletary is going to surprise a lot of people in Houston. He will be the lead back there. He's going very, very late in fantasy drafts, which is ridiculous because who else do they have there? Dameon Pierce. That's fine. It's fine, but he's not Derrick Henry.
Man, where can we hear more about this?
OUS fantasy football on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. But I'm just saying, hey, I'm just going as like, new running backs on new teams, man. I'm happy for Devin.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like I don't think it's just a Josh Allen issue. I think it's a whole offensive style problem because Cook last year, I was like, James Cook is going to be the number 1 back by the end of the year. He fumbled one time, and they're like, "Oh, get him out of here. We're not going to play with him." They're almost taking that New England approach to the running back, where running backs go to die. So it's just a lot of people want to do what New England does, and it's not working for them.
But the thing New England's doing now is they're focusing on one back. They cut James Robinson today. They let Damien Harris go. He's in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Now all they have is Ramondre Stevenson and a couple guys playing behind him that nobody's ever heard of. They're switching the approach of Ramondre Stevenson is going to be that guy. So have they finally zagged and everyone else is zigging? I don't understand because
that is one thing that Belichick does. He is ahead of the curve when it comes to the next thing that the NFL does. He was the first one to come out with these 2 tight end sets. He decided to get these receiving backs before anyone else had them. And now we're seeing the NFL catch up to all these receiving backs. What's he doing now? He's got this ground and pound running back that is going to be able to do basically what Zeke did in Dallas. But now he's moving towards that while everyone else is going towards these receiving backs because he knows defenses are about to change. They're about to go these linebackers are going to be more coverage heavy. They're not going to be in the box stopping the run. So I'm ahead of the game. I'm going to pound, and take advantage of these different defenses.
And that's why I believe a player like a Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry have seen so much success. They're pounding the rock, they're getting the ball downfield, they're playing north and south football. And because these linebackers and these D linemen, they're getting thinner and more athletic, and they're not as big as they used to be. So that's why some teams can, like Atlanta last year. Atlanta's game plan worked to a T, and it's going to work with Bijan Robinson for that same reason. So maybe we are going back to that way where it's just that one running back, that pounding ground guy, and then maybe you have that secondary pass catcher, because you're still going to need that. You're still going to need it.
But that's what made Belichick what Belichick was. He was always ahead of the curve. He was always, okay, you're catching up to what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to change it because the defenses are going to change because the mass of the NFL are changing to this. So I'm going to go and I'm going to change it. Yeah.
I mean, I just named all the cheating stuff he did. So way ahead of the curve. Like, if you want to talk about way ahead, like he was.
Hey, it wasn't against there was no rule against what he did. They had to create rules against what he did.
They created the tuck rule for him that game. They're like, oh shit, what do we do? What do we do? Yeah, tuck rule. Anyone ever heard of it? Nope. Will people buy it? Yeah, they sure did. They sure did. We bought that rule for so long. It doesn't even exist anymore. What a bullshit rule. They faked us all out. That rule never existed. I want to see the rule book. The official one from that year, 2001. Doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
No, the rule doesn't exist anymore. They got rid of it.
When did they get rid of it?
I don't know, but because I was watching Sunday Night Football and Chris Collinsworth said, they got rid of the tuck rule, and this is the tuck rule.
You can't trust Chris Collinsworth for anything.
Now, here's a guy that understands that the tuck rule is no longer in the NFL. So I love Chris Collinsworth. He's my favorite.
Yeah, I don't have any beef against any announcers. The only beef I've ever had was old John Madden. Everyone else I can respect.
Old John Madden?
Yeah.
Like the older guy?
Yeah.
Why? I used to like him when he got older. He was fine.
Because he was good early on in his career, but then later on he just he did his job, but he did it to like people that didn't watch football at all. And it got on my nerves so much. Like, well, if they get past the down marker there, they're going to get a first down. And it's just like, okay, we get the essentials of the rules. Take us the next step up. And he never did that. He just stayed low to the ground to bare minimum, teaching you the essentials of the game, which I get. Like, that's part of his job. But 98%, or I won't say 75% of who's watching this game on Sunday night already know these. They're not paying attention Sunday night watching that.
If that bugs you, man, like there's kids watching, there's new people.
Not Sunday Night Football.
There's new fans all the time, Josh.
I guarantee you.
How does that bug you? Listen, I watch professional wrestling on a weekly basis, and they tell me the same shit over and over and over when it's triple threat matches. Oh, he can pin the other guy and not even be pinned and lose his title. They say it every single time because there's always new viewers that need to know the rules and need to know what's going on. So
no, he never. But do they get to the level of what you like? John Madden never got to that level. He stayed.
They never do.
Well, then I couldn't watch it. I couldn't do it.
Every year for the Royal Rumble, when in January, they'll have a match. Then and like some wrestler will get knocked over the top rope. If that was the Royal Rumble, he would be eliminated. Every year, the entire month, they do that every single show. So I'm used to it. Because there's new viewers, there's new viewerships, there's new people. You never know.
Yeah, I mean,
there might be new viewers here. There might be new viewers here, and if you are, thank you. Now let me.
Thank you.
Do I have to like dumb it down for you guys?
No,
we're two dumb guys that talk dumb stuff.
Yeah, that's all we're here for. It's just to talk dumb stuff. Maybe drink a beer or some avocado ice cream
or water.
Yeah, with electrolytes and a good pH balance.
We were on the path to transition into what the main event was.
Yeah,
of this day, which is Saquon Barkley and Josh
Jacobs. No, that's not the main event.
That's
what are you talking about?
That's the main thing in my world today in sports.
What?
What's your main thing?
2 weeks ago there was this episode.
All right, we're switching. No more sports, everyone. We're going to some television time. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, like so you came to me and you said, um, should they do a Ted Lasso spinoff? And I immediately thought after that episode, there's 100% chance that there's going to be a spinoff.
You
I don't
teased
know
it.
what, yeah, 100%. Um, and I thought even before this last episode, and spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't watched it, Ted Lasso, it's been 2 weeks. If you actually care about Ted Lasso, you've already
Whoa! Let's
what?
give everyone a good 15 seconds to turn it off because I know people that love Ted Lasso that are saving it intentionally because they don't want it to be over already.
Did he get ice
So
cream?
no, we got strawberries.
Oh, okay. Good choice. Good healthy choice there.
All right, now we can start talking Ted Lasso because I feel I gave everyone that 15 seconds.
I wasn't diving into it. I was just telling them that they are not a true fan if they haven't watched it
That's not
yet.
true. That's not true. Some people save. I save. I save episodes.
Not Ted Lasso.
I don't save Ted Lasso because
It's so good.
not that. It's because it's not really worth saving. There's some episodes or series that I'm saving for later.
Like what?
Like the like Peacemaker on HBO Max with John Cena. I'm just waiting for a couple more seasons to start watching it because I want to see if it's actually worth investing my time. Not to binge, not to do I don't binge watch television, but I want to make
But
sure
you
it's
already
worth.
know that Ted Lasso is worth your time, so you watch it week to week.
Yeah, exactly, because I know that it's not gonna. So I'm not. I waited. I waited till season 2, I think, to start watching
Yeah.
this show because I wanted to make sure it was good enough for me to watch. I don't want to waste my time. My time is valuable.
um, but anyway, now that everyone has had the opportunity to turn this off, no one has turned it off, so we are all in. Um, I definitely think they're going to do a spinoff. I think before that last episode even happened, I said it was going to be a spinoff. I didn't include the three, but I did think it was going to be Roy Kent. I thought I was going to follow Roy Kent, and that was going to be a spinoff of the show. What were your thoughts of where their spinoff was going to go?
The women's team. There's going to be a women's Ted Lasso. There's going to be a women's because you have to. It's 2023. Let's not be idiots. We're in this culture where everything has to have a male version and a female version. We just have to.
Yeah,
And there's going to be a women's version. It's going to suck. It's not going to be as good because honestly, let's face it, nothing is as good as the original. Nothing. Not one thing has been
I
better
think
than
you're
the
going
original.
to get both. You're going to get the men's team and the women's team.
I think we can see several spinoffs. I think we can see the women's and a
I think it's
continuation
going
of
to be
that.
one show.
They never said Ted Lasso is ending. They never said it. It's never been
Yeah.
announced. On the very last episode of that season, it says this series. It's not. They said the season finale. So just because Ted Lasso is leaving doesn't mean he doesn't have to be part. I mean, I guess it's just
Yeah.
the show's called Ted Lasso,
I think they're going to
but they
change
can
the name of the
continue this.
show.
But they can continue the story. Everything is
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Just Roy is the coach now. But they could also have a separate show with the women, and I believe that's what they're going to do. I think there's going to be 2 different shows.
Okay, I think it's going to be one show, and I think it's going to be men and women. They're going to intertwine together. It could be 2 shows, but they're going to intertwine some way together within the shows. Like they're going to do the. I don't know if you watch Grey's Anatomy. My wife's huge into Grey's Anatomy. They also have Station 19.
19. I've just seen it.
But they intertwine kind of. So some characters will come in and do all that. I think that will be happening if they do a dual show or 2 shows. But what I think it's going to do, I think it's just going to be one show. I think it's going to be called The Richmond Way. And it's going to be who's the Wonder Kid?
Nate.
I think he's going to be the women's coach, and watching that awkward interaction of him being the women's coach. And then I think Roy Kent is going to be the men's team coach.
I am going to stop you right there and tell you I hate that idea.
Why?
I hate because I don't want. First off, I don't want a spinoff. Second off, I don't want a 4th season. I want it to be over. I want that to be it.
Well, Ted Lasso is done. and they're gonna
No, I
come out
don't. I
with
don't
the
want. I don't
Richmond
want
way.
to see. I don't want to see any more Jamie Tart. I don't want to see any more. Beard. I don't want to see any more anyone because I've seen it all. The arcs have all been. I said this. Somebody said on Twitter like nobody's announcing that it's the last season and blah blah blah. And I'm like, guys, everything has arced already. Everything is being complete. Every single story from episode one, season one to now has been finished. There's no more stories to tell. It's only going to water down the product. For example, Scrubs, one of my all-time favorite shows. One of my all-time favorite shows. Once they went off and you saw these new generation, even The Office, they had originals there, but it still wasn't the same when Michael Scott left. It was a watered down show. When I go watch The Office or Scrubs, I'm never watching the episodes without Michael
Yeah,
Scott or without JD, without everyone. So I'm never going to feel the same on this show. Even if Jamie Tart's there, even if Roy's there, it'll never be the same. And I don't want that in my mind. I
I
don't want it.
see. I don't agree with that 100%. Yes, you're gonna miss that void of Ted Lasso, 100%. But if they do it a completely different show and put it around Roy Kent, I think you have a complete show there
But
because there is a.
Roy already arced.
Did
Done.
he?
Yes.
Why is he done? We don't know what's going on with his relationship.
We don't need to. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You know what happened?
What?
He's happy that he arced. He opened up. He has a friend now. He's open and honest with himself. He understands. He recognizes his faults. He is done. He's a closed book. That story has been told. Jamie's story has been told. Everyone's story has been told. We don't need any more stories.
No, I think you do. I really do. You don't need like Ted Lasso's book is the one that shut 100%. There's still more to be had from Beard, from Roy Kent, from Nate. Why do you like? There's still more to have. Like, what do they do with themselves?
Nate's the only person I can see still having a story because his was very weak. His arc, as in he went from a nobody to a star to a villain to literally back to where he was.
Yeah,
But the part where he went from villain to where he was at the very end of the show, that was very weak.
yeah.
They could have done so much more with that, and I wish they would have. But at the same
No,
time, I don't need to see more.
I do need to see more from Roy Kent. 100%. I like Beard. I don't care, but Roy Kent, I do need to see more from because they showed the upward arc of his career and how he's improving and trying to be a better person. And they're showing him in front of the media and all this where he's going back up. And I need to see that finish. I need to see.
Finished.
No, he didn't finish because we don't know what happens next.
We don't need to know. So
Why?
let me. Why? Because the story ended with him becoming a coach, becoming a responsible like
But
adult.
what happens with him
Hold
being
on,
a coach? Does it work out? Does it not?
he was just a coach. He was pretty much the coach there. Ted Lasso was the motivator, whereas Roy was pretty much the coach, except for the total football thing. But here's the thing with Roy. Here's the thing
Was
with Roy.
Beard not the
Who the fuck?
brains?
Beard was
Kent
the worst.
was
By the,
was
can I say Beard was the worst character on the show?
yeah. I mean, yeah, you can like
The worst.
character wise, but he was still the brains behind the operation.
Who was your favorite? Mine was Jamie from the start. From the start,
I mean,
I love bad guys.
other than Ted Lasso,
Yeah, they're in Ted Lasso.
Roy Kent.
Okay, he was one of my least favorites too.
Roy Kent was one of your least favorites.
Yeah, I didn't buy him. He's a terrible actor. Whoever that guy is, he's a terrible
What?
actor. Yeah, he sucks. I just don't like the
Wow.
way he walks. I don't like the way he talks. I just don't. I never bought into his character. Like, oh, he's the tough guy. This 150-pound man that sticks his chest out and walks with his arms like, oi. Like, come on, that's not intimidating, bro. Like, Sam's more intimidating, and he's the nicest guy on the show. I love Sam.
Yeah, I love Sam too. He was one of my favorites as well. He's also Brett Goldstein is the actor. He was in Thor.
Didn't see it.
He's in. You haven't seen Thor: Love and Thunder?
If you watched the last episode with Justin Byerly, we talked Marvel movies. I said I don't give a. Hey, the same conversation we're having now. After
Yeah.
Endgame, I don't care. The story's
Really?
been told. Stories are told. It's done. Every single superhero arced. Well, there's no more stories,
There
and they
is
keep on
story.
yeah, they keep on putting out these stories that
You're just
nobody
not
cares
watching
about.
it. You
Nobody
you
cares.
don't care about it, but there are stories
You know
after
why I
that.
don't care? Because everything's been told.
It
There's
hasn't been told.
nothing else can be gained.
It can be.
It's done.
There's
Been told.
layers. Like, did you
The
not watch
layers.
Shrek? There's onions. There's layers.
I've watched Shrek many times, and guess what? After Shrek 2, honestly, there was no reason for Shrek 3 or 4 because the stories
No.
have been
Yeah.
told.
After Shrek 1, there was no reason for 2, 3, or 4.
Shrek 2 was okay. Shrek 2 was fine.
But
But the same thing you can say with these superhero movies, same thing you say with extending Ted Lasso into a separate series. It's just what else can be done with anyone?
there's a lot. If you have not watched it, like,
All you
I'm
can
trying
say
to
is that's
think.
a lot.
Well, I know, but if you watch, I'm trying to think of
Come
the
on,
show.
come on, pitch me a story. Pitch me a story. Let's go.
What is the?
What's Rebecca gonna do? Pitch it.
No, I'm not. I'm on Marvel right now
Oh,
because
we're
you
on
just
Marvel.
absolutely blown my mind saying that you haven't watched anything after that.
Nothing.
Shit. Who is it? The red guy.
Exactly. We don't even know their names. Listen, I feel like the genie from Aladdin after the in game. I'm free from superhero movies. I don't have to watch them. I'm not invested. I can pick and choose which movies I watch now. I don't have to go through all the bad Thor Dark 2s, whatever they're called.
Yeah,
I don't have
Thor's
to
have
go
been
through
bad.
I
I
don't
will
have to
say
go
that.
through Civil War again.
WandaVision. Have you not watched WandaVision?
I love WandaVision. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly. That happened after the fact.
Okay, like I said, I can pick and choose. I'm not going to go watch Wakanda Forever. I'm not going to go
No, that
watch
was actually a good show. Have you
I'm not
watched
going to
Moon
go
Knight?
watch No, not
That,
really.
that was really good. Moon
All
Knight.
right.
Their TV
See,
shows are actually really, really
of
good.
course they are. Like, don't hold on. Don't get it twisted with good product, good film, good storytelling. It's still good storytelling. It's still everything good. Don't get that twisted with the story, like Avatar 2. I just watched Avatar
I
2.
have not watched that.
Great movie. Did not need to be done. The story was over.
Yeah.
All they did was extend it for nothing. I was 3.5 hours of nothing on my television except for colors and beautiful film.
On
But
your
the
television.
story,
Is it out on TV?
yeah, you can. It's on HBO Max. It's on
Okay.
Max.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, yeah, everything can look good. These Marvel movies, Ted Lasso, everything could look good, could be good. It's just not up to the standard of what it was by watering down the product.
I don't think they are watering down the product though. Like WandaVision, that's not watering down the product. Moon Knight, that's not watering down the product. Loki was really good.
Loki was good.
They're not necessarily like I will say the movies have been a little watered down.
That's what I'm
Um,
talking about.
but they're kind of going into this I don't know how like this TV side of Disney Plus side of the movies, which has been fantastic. I really like Miss Marvel. A lot of people are against Miss Marvel. Loved Miss Marvel. I think the ending to that show was fantastic. Hawkeye was really good. I wasn't the biggest fan of She-Hulk. I think you were.
She-Hulk's awesome.
Yeah,
She-Hulk was really good.
yeah.
No, but I like those standalone television shows because to me, they might matter to this universe, phase 5, 8, whatever it
They
is.
do.
They might, but guess what? I don't have to invest my time into it. I can just watch and enjoy. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to invest all my time into these shitty films, these shitty stories. Who's more badder than Thanos? Who's more of a threat than Thanos? How does the stakes get bigger than Thanos? That's what I want to know.
His name. Let me uh figure this out real quick because I can't remember his name either.
So what does he do? Does he get the Infinity Stones and does the same
Kang.
damn thing?
Kang is the most evil person in the whole entire universe.
So why didn't he go beat up Thanos?
Because there's probably a place in Kang's world where he has beaten up Thanos. He controls the multiverse,
So now we're on to the multiverse.
and that the entire multiverse is Kang.
Well, now we got to beat up Kang. Liu Kang, we're coming for you. Mortal Kombat.
But the only issue is that the actor that played Kang is now in trouble.
Who is it?
His name is.
Doesn't matter. They switched Thanos, I think,
I know.
mid
Did
series,
they?
right? Yeah, I think it was. I believe they did. I might be wrong on that. I might
I
be. I
thought
might be
Thanos
wrong.
was just a
Josh Brolin, right?
yeah.
Who played
Jonathan
Thanos?
Majors.
Josh Brolin was Thanos. I knew
Yeah,
that.
but I'm
But
saying Jonathan Majors. And he got in trouble. I forget what he got in trouble for.
there was 2 Dumbledores.
Yeah, there were misdemeanor charge of strangulation and assault and harassment in a domestic
Listen,
dispute with his girlfriend.
1000% he was all CGI. So just put someone else in that bubble suit. We'll be good to go. Nobody would
Who
care.
you're saying Kang was?
I don't know who Kang is.
He wasn't CGI.
I don't know who Kang is. I don't care who Kang is. Where did Kang debut? What
In
what
Loki.
when? When?
The last episode.
Oh, that the guy laughing, the guy was like joking all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that guy? That's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Loki already beat him. Who cares?
Loki didn't beat him.
Then how they win? Loki won at the end, right?
No.
Oh, I can't remember fucking what happened. He didn't seem like a big threat. Loki almost took him by himself.
Yeah, there's literally a different Kang in every multiverse, and Kang always wins. Kang has not lost. Kang is like the ultimate bad guy.
Who's gonna be? Who is this phase's? That's what I should ask Justin. If I can ask you, who's this phase's Iron Man? Who's the main character?
Oh, the main character.
Yeah, who's the main character in this phase? Is it Captain Marvel? Is it Thor?
I think you're finding it's going to be a female.
It's Captain Marvel, right? Like
It's Captain Marvel. Yeah,
she's the number one.
I think Captain Marvel's Iron Man, because you have Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. It could also be Wanda, Scarlet Witch, who is Wanda. What?
And then you got this evil people coming that are like the fake Captain America, the white guy with the crystal on his head, the guy who bangs Wanda. Vision.
Vision, yeah.
Then you got these guys factored into who knows what. I'm glad I'm out. Free. I'm fucking free. You guys have fun with Kang.
It's so good. You
guys have fun with all these guys. Me, I'm gonna enjoy this.
This wrestling game. This WWE 2K.
Don't be talking about my grinding. I'm grinding.
WWF 2K.
Yes, I've been grinding all day, nonstop.
That was the last time I played a wrestling video game. It was WWF time.
Dude, these games are fun. That's all I'm going to tell you. They're very fun.
No, I believe it. I used to play UFC. UFC was fun. I see it's probably very similar to how you would play that.
Now, UFC was very more difficult. They made it way too. I wish it was more punching, grabbing, rather like technical right side half Nelson. No, it's like, come on, bro. Can I just like hit square to kick and X to punch?
But anyway, so that's where we stand on the Ted Lasso situation. Saquon Barkley, let's finish that up real quick. We barely got into it. How do you feel about the Saquon saying that he doesn't matter how much he gets paid, he just wants it to be fair, and he's not going to sign his contract?
Listen, I am all for Saquon Barkley taking a stand. I'm for all players taking a stand. We know, you all know where I stand on this. If you've listened to me for a while, get your money, players. You know, these owners, these people, these GMs, they don't care about you. They don't care about your health. They don't care about you at all. They just care about you, that you win and you put up numbers. So if they have to hold out for other running backs after them to succeed, so be it. I'm all for it. You know, Cody Rhodes once said in a promo, no, I'm being serious. Cody Rhodes, if you don't know Cody Rhodes, he quit WWE.
That's Gold Dust.
It was Stardust.
Stardust.
Dusty Rhodes' son. He quit WWE to bet on himself, to go to the Indies, to make a name for himself, to become a big star. This has nothing to do with contracts. But then he created AEW, which is the rival to WWE. And now everyone's getting paid. So Cody Rhodes sacrificed about 7 years of his career out of WWE to make a bigger company to actually grow the business. So now that his friends, his indie wrestling friends that he wrestled with for 7 years, are now making millions of dollars. And now Cody took that and went to WWE. And in that, they made fun of him. They said, "Oh, you built this company. You couldn't even win the title. You left. You came back over here." And Cody Rhodes was right. I blazed the trail. I made it so not only I make more money in this business, but my friends do, and the people after us will make more money than us. That's true, and that's what Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs and a lot of running backs should do, because this is freaking ridiculous how they get treated.
Yeah,
3 years, they get used, they get chewed up for 3 years and tossed to the side. That's embarrassing for your league. Think about that. You're telling the public that you don't care about these players, these specific players. You use them and abuse them and you drop them out. That's wrong.
No, I agree. I think every player should go get their money. I just feel like the approach they're taking, bringing it to the media's eyes and calling it out.
What else are they supposed to do?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm just saying the way they're going about it, and I'm not saying it's the wrong way, but it's going to catch the owner's eyes, and the owners are going to get together, because we all know it's just a group of men that get together and say, well, we don't want to look this way, so let's just get together and not give them that contract. That way we don't have to pay more money down the line. We saw that with a guy in San Francisco. We saw that with the safety position in the NFL. We've seen that across the board in the NFL. And I feel like the approach they're doing, bringing the owners into the media and giving them a bad light, it's going to cause for the owners to get together and say, you know what? We don't need them in the NFL. And let's use them as an example. Saquon is always hurt. Josh Jacobs is hurt 90% of the time. It's not going to hurt us to not pay them. We'll find the next running back, because the next guy up mentality is in the NFL. I could heavily see that happen.
That's most likely going to happen. That's the realistic approach. But I just wish for once these guys would win, because some do. CMCs, Kamara, like some guys get paid. Yeah. The majority don't. And they put their bodies on the line. They get hit more than any other position out there besides offensive linemen. And offensive linemen get paid.
Yeah.
These guys don't. And it's just sad to see. It is. Yeah, I mean, crying over a guy that's going to make $10 million next year. I get it. But put a perspective to their job. And if you're working a job and you were getting paid significantly less than another person that's on your team, you guys are fighting for the same goal. You guys are doing the same practices. You guys are putting in the same amount of work. I mean, a backup quarterback shouldn't be making as much as a starting running back. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, no, I get it. Anyway, thank you, everyone. We are the Beer and Sports Podcast. Josh Kimmel US, Josh Wingate 302. Make sure to like and subscribe. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Mugs and Balls on all platforms. Again, we are part of the Finch Talk Sports Network. Any last words, Kimmel?
Whoa! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Cody Rhodes.